Today I would like to talk to you about women's body image. So raise your hand if you know who this is. Most of you. Marilyn Monroe was an iconic beauty of the 1940s. Women wanted to be her and men wanted to be with her. Now, contrary to popular belief, she was not a size 14. She was 5'5", 120 pounds. And even though this doesn't seem like it would be very heavy, in today's society she would seem chubby and unappealing. I'm doing this topic because I think body issues are a really prevalent problem in women, in younger children, and I also have personal experience with this. I notice that a lot of my sorority sisters aren't happy with the way they look and they feel like they should change a part of their body. So I'm going to start with the 1960s, which is when the whole beauty image started changing, and then I'm going to go through the different decades until I get to today's society. So first off, 17 magazine started featuring articles in the 1960s that promoted exercise, and it also published articles about what fashion models ate. This in turn caused an increase in eating disorders because younger girls thought it would help their self-esteem issues. The introduction of Twiggy, seen right here, also exacerbated that problem. She had a very boyish figure. People called her tubular. She had no breasts and a very insignificant butt. Since the 1960s, eating disorder rates have doubled. In today's society, 37% of college women have an eating disorder. So think about it like this. 1,700 women on UNF's campus have an eating disorder. And since then, what's considered beautiful has only become skinnier. In the 1980s and the 1990s, piggybacking off of 17's articles about exercise, athletic models became what was desired. Women with a low body fat percentage and more muscular, toned limbs were started to see on Sports Illustrated and different magazines, and it promoted women to copy them. Now, not all women wanted to go through the work of exercising and eating right, so some of them purchased girdles. Those created a skinny waist and prominent hips, and I like to call them the Spanx of the 80s. Plastic surgery also became more popular in the 1980s and the 1990s, particularly with boob jobs and liposuction. Also in the 1980s and the 1990s, a style called heroin chic started to become more prevalent. It started with Jamie King, a model whose heroin addiction became public. And although a healthier perspective on a body was still desirable, models like Kate Moss, seen on the right, still glamorized the freakishly thin look. She had pale skin, dark eyes, and a very angular bone structure. And during these 2 decades, the split between commercial modeling and editorial modeling could be seen. So in present day society, I like to think of our beauty image as the melting pot of perspective. Just like in the 1980s and the 1990s, when athletic was in, now it's also acceptable to have a butt and booty. So Candace, seen on the left, is a Victoria's Secret model. Her measurements are dress size 9, 5'9" height, and 120 pounds. Bodymeasurements.com documented her body shape as banana, which means smaller breasts, very thin torso, and a very small butt. Tina Fey, author of Bossy Pants, has perfectly summed up how hard it is for young girls to love the skin they're in. Women today are expected to have Caucasian blue eyes, full Spanish lips, a classic button nose, hairless Asian skin with a California tan, abs of a lesbian gym owner, hips of a 9-year-old boy, arms of Michelle Obama, and doll-sized breasts. In conclusion, since the 1960s, body image has started to become skinnier and skinnier, and girls in today's society haven't had the chance to catch up and really feel like they can love the skin that they're in. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Sarah, I saw Tweety's face there and I wanted to punch her.
Why?
But seriously, she's the one that started it all in the 60s.
Yeah.
This body image thing that we women have been struggling with and feeling shame over.